Hey, good day everybody. It's been a long day for me. I have been messing with the bike a little bit and I haven't been recording it. I thought I was just going to be getting a couple things together in preparation for this video, and I've really just been getting aggravated. What has happened, what I wanted to prepare for was I got everything in to put my chain on finally. I got my sprocket in, we'll be doing that today, but one more time. Last couple videos back I showed y'all an issue I had with certain bolts and the nuts right out of the pack. They got stuck and galled and couldn't come through, so I wasn't ever going to use those again. Well, I went ahead and ordered some more. I had a hard time finding another vendor, or it was just a lot easier getting them. I went back to the website, ordered them directly to fit the hardtail kit that I got. And once again, a larger issue than just it getting stuck on the nut with me trying. It got stuck inside the hardtail and unfortunately broke off. So I'll try to get you a little picture of where we're at now. Hopefully you can see pretty good in the video what I'm talking about. But as I stated, this bolt got galled in here and it broke. Well, I broke it trying to get it out. Didn't break in there, but it would not go forward. It wouldn't come back. I was trying to inch it forward, inch it back, and it just got stuck and I had to put the impact on it and it broke. So what I had to do is I had to drill a hole in it and it just wouldn't come. It would just galled it. It was locked in there. So I had to take a drift and put it in the backside and unfortunately just drive it through. I didn't have an option. And it's a good thing I wasn't videoing, because you would have saw a side of RIX that, yeah, nobody really wants to see. I was pretty upset and I gave up all rational thinking about that time. So I'm glad y'all didn't see that and I wasn't recording. But I didn't have another option. I had to drive it out. And my mindset at the time was, you know what, to hell with it. Why do I want, I'm sure there's a reason why, and everyone on here is probably going to tell me why, that they use these little bitty fine threads, I guess for a real fine adjustment, tightening your chain and everything. I don't know why I need that fine of adjustment. I'm just going to drill it out and I'm going to put coarse threads on it, I wanted to get a nice Allen head, the round bolts, but store didn't have any. I'll try to go to, a bolt and fastener shop later. But for me to be able to get the tire and chain on, everything lined up, so we can move forward, I'm just going to put these on. I got to drill it out, tap it. Yeah, unfortunately, man, I just can't even comprehend in my mind that I've got to drill my hardtail out right now. I'm still just trying to imagine that. But yeah, that's what we're going to do. I might actually put the tap in and see how it feels, because I got about the right size bolt. I think these coarser threads are going to be deeper, so I might not have to drill. I might just be able to tap, and you're about to see that right now. So let's get started. So I'm just testing my tap in the nut that I bought that goes with the bolt that I bought, just to make sure I am tapping the right size in the frame. Could you imagine tapping wrong? But that would be something that I would do. That'd be my luck. Smooth. All right. Let's try to tap the frame. Okay, like I said, I'm not going to drill this out. I'm going to try and tap. And unfortunately, let's see. Yeah, those little handles go around. Okay. try to keep it nice and square and level with the hole. I go a little right bit and then I back up a little bit. It feels like it's about the right size. It's making enough thread. Feels like it anyway, I'll know. I'm going to put, of course, the other one in. Been pretty tight, so I don't know. Here in a minute, I may have to drill this thing out a little bit. You certainly don't want to break a tap off in here, and then you really got problems. Just gonna go a little bit at a time. Yeah, it's getting a little easier. Hope nobody leaves a comment. Oh, you can't do that. It's got to be fine threads. There's probably a reason why it's fine threads. There'll be some super math genius with some special equation. The thrust on a horizontal something or another based upon the torque ratio of the whatever you call it. You know. I don't feel stupid when they say all that. I'm gonna say, you know what, I didn't even think about that. Well, one good thing is, as tight as this is, I'm not worried that the hole is too big. Oh, let's see, I'm gonna go ahead and back this out and see if I can get all of the shavings out. And then I'll start again. And I'll just run some WD-40, see all them shavings. I'll try to clean out the hole a little bit, get the shavings out. Now we're going to finish the rest of it. Be real careful, make sure you're starting in your threads. You don't want to start new threads and tear them all up. Not want to have to do this. Just irritating when you buy things that are for the specific kit that you bought. But you know what? You can't get irritated. You know, you're building things. You have to expect to run across things like this. And as long as you can think outside the box and come up with a workaround, that's what it's all about. Now I got it. It's about all the way through, folks. Oh yeah. Oh, it's good and tight. I'm not going to have any hesitation with this. You know what? Probably going to be stronger than the original anyway. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. Oh yeah. I'm going to hit this with some more WD because I like WD-40. Wash some more of them metal shavings out. You don't want them to try to gall on the way out. Oh yeah. Alright, do y'all want me to move the camera around so you can see that the threads are all the way through? I'll go ahead and do that. Okay, as y'all can tell, I mean, this is a precise machined hole that was drilled because it has to be perfect to fit on. Where's my other little thing go? Don't know. Yeah, see, these are going to go right here, and then the bolt comes right here and sits in that. So of course I'm going to have to grind the tip of the bolt off It sits in there. But you know, these are the originals too. They don't fit in there super tight. You don't see that? I can do the same thing to the bolts that I bought and done that. That ain't no problem. All right, coming out, folks. Get out of there. Oh, yeah. Man, I'm really glad. I bought this little wrench at that yard sale I was telling you about. Look at what the kit gives me to use. You see that? See what the kit uses in there? You know what? I can get that big bastard in there. A little T-handle one they give me. The shank, it doesn't use the larger shank. It uses a smaller one. All right, time for the other side. Tell you what, let's test the bolt first. Wash it out again. I think you never have too much WD-40. Love it. And then this nut pulls up here to tighten it and secure it. When you get your wheel where you want it, you lock it in. All right, very important. Get these started straight. This is going easier than the other one. Let's see, that's getting harder. But like I said on the other one, I did have to drive this other little piece out. You can see how it golded in there. I just drove it out. These, this side might be just a little bit easier, which is good. Always use more lube, gentlemen. Lube is your friend. What she said last night. I didn't say that. There she goes. She's breaking the plane now. Oh yeah. If you don't want to notice, you don't hear any music in the background this evening or this wonderful day. I actually got notified on my last video that it wasn't a copyright infringement, but it said in some territories, because of due to copyright, I couldn't, or they wouldn't be able to show my video. So, the great country of Russia, gonna be missing out on my last video. Only Russia, that was strange. Kind of broke my heart, but you know, I figured, okay, I'd let it be. Let it be, let it be. Maybe they'll get to see my next video. I was thinking just as long as my my buddy, one bad biker over there in the Netherlands, gets to see the video. You know, he's been watching pretty heavy. He's been had a lot of good input. Had a lot of good conversations. He's been sending me pictures of his bike, and by the way, it's one beautiful machine. Really nice. I really enjoy the conversations I've had with people while starting this little, I guess you call it a channel. Yeah. You know, I just started this thinking nobody would be watching, and it's really surprised me how many people are watching. It really makes me happy that what I'm doing, people enjoy and they're learning things. Makes it all worthwhile. All right, here we go. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. To hell with those fine threads. Getting a little tough there at the end. Let me get a little wrench-o. Beautiful. That might just be a little baby burr in there still. Oh, look at that. Isn't that wonderful? I kind of sound like Bob Ross, painter now, doesn't I? Isn't that wonderful? Beautiful. All right, I'm going to ground these tips off, and I'll be right back. All right, now we finally got all that taken care of. I'm going to go ahead and install my offset. You can see it's dished, right? It's not flat, because I need that to be pushed out from the wheel sprocket. That's a little disappointing. I don't know if y'all can see that on that sprocket or not. Order a nice chrome sprocket. Look at what you get. How nice that is. Man, that's going to look really good on the bike. But can you see the finish? On the inside is real rough. It's not even polished. It's a bunch of crap. But you know what? This is the only one I could find. I was lucky to find this. Find one for a 2000 Harley Davidson. I had to guess and just pick a Dyna. And you're looking for a chain conversion kit because they're all driven from belt. I was lucky to find this, so I guess I need to be thankful for what I could find. Oh, it fits. That's a good thing. I was worried about that. You remember on my other sprocket, the difference was the inside diameter of this. And I know, I want all of y'all to remember, this is my dry fit, mocking up everything. Every bolt is going to come back apart off of this. I am not putting, I've got it, I want y'all to know. I've got the red and the blue Loctite. I promise you everything is going to be Loctited on this bolt when I'm done. When I do my final assembly, everything's going to be Loctited. Because I tell you what, when I bought old Problem Child over there, I thought I put my hands on every bolt, and these very bolts backed out on me while me and my kids, Dave was on his bike, Jordan was on her bike, and these bolts backed out and hit my swing arm and damn near made me wreck. It was a very dangerous situation. So yes, I know the importance of Loctiting all your bolts and making sure they're right. So yeah, please don't be swamping my comments with, oh, you need to Loctite all that. Just remember, we're just, mocking up everything right now. I know none of y'all would do that anyway. These better be, yes, oh yeah. I hate metric. You hear me cuss every time something's metric. These are SAE and Americans. All right, for now, I'm going to see if I have, something a 1/2 inch I can put in between two of them. So we're just mocking it up right now, right? See if we got to take up something there. Impacto Grillo. That's Impact Drill, for those of y'all who don't speak a second language. I'm gonna go real slow. I'm not just gonna hit this real hard. I'm just gonna get them in there. I don't like how that feels. Transmission sprocket is. See, that feels like it's bottomed out. That's not what it measured out to be. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a problem. Maybe these are not the right bolts. I just measured that. Ooh, maybe they're not threaded all the way down to the bottom. The issue might be Okay, I'm gonna get just a curved little awl. Yeah, I keep saying awl, A-W-L. I don't know if y'all mentioned that. I don't know what y'all call them, like picks, whatever. I call them an awl. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get this little curved one down. I'm gonna see if the threads go all the way down to the bottom. That is maybe, I would say, 1/8 of an inch before the threads hit the bottom there. It should go down a hell of a lot further than that. Remember we were talking earlier, you know, you buy the right part for the right thing. You still have to work through issues. So that's what they said this wheel is made for. 2000 model Harley Davidson. And that's the kit that I bought for the bolts. See if this one stops at the same one, same length. And it is. Okay, okay. Well, let's see, we learned something important there. We need shorter bolts. Don't judge me. All right, now this will take up the space. You know, we're just mocking this thing up. I'll be able to find the right bolts somewhere later. I'm just going to put two. I'll put them opposite of each other. I'm still going to put a good washer underneath so I don't scratch the chrome up. Not that it matters, the quality of this is just crap. You know what that means, don't you? Old Rick's probably going to find a better one somewhere, somehow. You know, I'm not building a show bike. I mean, this is going to be a wonderful 20-footer. Maybe I won't even mess with that. I'll just leave it. You know, you probably won't even notice it. Now, why is that going down there? Oh, it's not beautiful. There's going to be some locking up right there. Oh, there's some crap in the threads down there. S-O-B. Mother. What? DNA, you gotta do better than that, bro. There's no son of a. Oh. About to have to turn the camera off, folks. Oh my gosh. Kidding me. There is like, it's like slag or, I mean, I don't know, there's some kind of metal in the threads down there. It won't let these bolts go down. Maybe that's why the bolts wouldn't go all the way. Son of a, I'm gonna have to run a freaking tap down there. Okay, I've got the right tap. I'm not extremely happy about this at all. I'm gonna chase all these threads. But it is what it is. Gotta do it. Getting real tight there. Hello, good looking.
Hey, Dada.
Say hello to,
Is your wife at home?
huh?
Is your wife at
Is
home?
my wife at home?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
No?
I don't think so.
You want to go get busy then?
Nope.
No?
I'm working on the side chick right now.
Oh.
I know. Gotta take a turn.
I'll just get in line. How about that? Yeah. You're just that good, honey. I'm willing to wait.
I'm that good.
Yeah.
Love you, honey.
Love you too.
Be careful.
Okay.
Okay, feels like it's bottoming out right there. Take it out. All right. Always, if you can, get something to blow the air out of the little chunks of metal. On these, I use WD-40 because it's all the way through. You don't want air, so they blow them out. Still bottoms out right there. Now, one thing is, I tapped, I don't know how many of y'all tapped holes or anything before. Let's see, they taper to a point so they can, when you're starting a brand new hole in flat steel, it's got to have that point to start, you know, and make its way through. So I won't be able to clean the threads all the way to the base of that hole. So there'll be at least 1/4 inch. I'm still gonna have to buy shorter bolts. But I'm gonna go ahead and chase all the rest of the threads, and then we'll still be able to use these, and I'll be right back. All right, so I just got done tapping, chasing all of the holes with the tap, and I've come to realize what that was. It's rubbing compound. I've done enough of buffing to realize when I was putting my air chuck in there and blowing out all that holes, when that stuff was blowing out, it was compound, rubbing compound. Get on the old website, DNA, little advice. I think they could chase them themselves before they send them out to the customers. Not really that big a deal. But hey, what if I was on Biker Build Off or something, you know, and I had a limited amount of time to finish this bike? Man, that could have put me over the limit. I might have lost Biker Build Off over that. Thanks, DNA. Jeez. Now, the only thing I'm not sure of is if the bolts, because I had to put the extra sockets on to stick them out because of the bolt length, that might hit this. We're about to find out. Now, if everyone will remember all of the sizing, cutting all of these little spacers and all that whatnot is very important. They get put back in the right spot. So that's why I put this old one in the center. That tells me where the tire used to be. So when I go put this back, I'm gonna put everything in. This is the tire and this is the left side of the bike. The bolts are too long. See them hidden right here, the bolts, because of these shafts. Let me see if I can find some shorter bolts, possibly. Guess I'm just going to have to go with one bolt on this for mock-up. Hopefully it'll hold it square enough to where I can get my chain in there right. It should. I just tend to overdo things a lot of times, so one should hold it square enough. I just like to take all doubt out of the equation when I do something. That way I know if I have a problem, I can take what I've done out of it, you know what I'm saying? You know that saying, if you want it done right, do it yourself. There's a lot of truth in that. Because if you take your time and you do it right, if you do have a problem, you don't have to go back and look at what you've done most of the time, because you can be confident in your work. you know. But you got to be careful. There's a fine line between confidence and cocky. I think I've crossed that line a couple times. But I am confident in my work. You should be too. Just take your time. Do it right. Now, the bolts that I put in here are the same exact length as the ones that were specifically made for this, right? See if you can see here, same length. The thread part of it. So I didn't put the wrong length bolt in here. And you're supposed to, when you're setting all this up, this is supposed to be in the middle. And we're not in the middle. We do not have enough to be in the middle of the travel. Trying to figure how I want to handle that. I could take these out, take this jam nut off for now, and I could always come back with a longer bolt. I think that's probably what I'll do. Let me do that. I'm going to put the chain on it and see. It's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. Not as bad off. Wow. I'm going to tell you, that is not bad. I think it is off, but not bad. All right, ladies and gentlemen. We found the length of our chain. So that's what we're going to have to do. We're going to remove it, remove that sprocket, that spline right there. Or, see, I think I got to remove this one and put a master link in right here. I have to look at my chain and see. But what I want to do now is put a mark on that and save it, so we'll know that comes off, baby. Wonder how the pros do this. I don't know how the pros do it, but I know how Rick Smith's going to do it. Rick Smith's going to use a piece of tape, knowing that this whole one has to come off. I know there's grease and it's oily. This duct tape will come off. Yes, I know. All right, there. Okay, now it's been a little while since the last section of the video. I have done a lot more work. It wasn't as easy as putting the chain on there and using a little RIX way piece of tape. RIX way was the wrong way. Okay, got over here and I realized where I had my tape. It wouldn't line up, you know, with the small section where the master link has to go. So I went back and I fiddled around with it a lot more. Then I realized, I'm like, yeah, okay, put the chain on, wrap it around, loosen it, and pull the wheel all the way back. Because my problem was, it was, to get the master link where it needed to be, it was all the way up in the front of the spacer. I wouldn't have any adjustment to the front. And it's supposed to be in the middle like I told you I wanted. So that's what I did. Put the chain on there, wrapped it around both sprockets, and I pulled it in the middle all the way tight, tightened it, and now I put me a zip tie where I want it. Yeah, it was a little more work, but I think this way is going to pay for itself. I've never used one of these, so it's mechanical. Sure, I can figure it out. Okay, let's do it together. Unboxing video. Okay. Okay, let's instructions. Okie dokie. That looks pretty impressive, right? Ooh, mini press. Nice. Do this on the side or its back or what? I don't know. Let's see. Does that come out? Okay. Press, break, rivet. I'm supposed to be doing able to do all kinds of stuff with this. That's why I stepped up and bought the best one. Oh. Okay. Huh. Let's see. Oh. Okay. Look here. There's a B. I guess it lines up with the B. R for rivet. Look at that. Okay. Okay. Let's break. Let's break. Uh-oh. What is this one? Let's go in here for something. What's this one? Go in here. Magnet, like it fits on there. Might have to find those instructions. Oh, PBR. I bet that stands for Press, Break, and Rivet Tool. Motion Pro. What is this? Oh, yeah. I'm going to have some instructions here. Okay, here's the instructions. Good thing I didn't throw them too far away. I didn't even have to get on my chair. Instructions. That's instructions for y'all that don't speak a second language. Yeah, that'll do it. Okay, I think I can figure it out from here. Oh yeah, okay, yep. Oh, it's upside down. Oh hell, I can figure that out. It's just figuring this little dude out right here. Okay, just gonna lock it in there, and this is a cool guy. Comes out there and presses it out. Get the right wrench. Well, I'll look out and have it right here. Oh yeah! Oh, don't tell me that's a metric. Son of a bitch. Oh yeah! Let's see. Things like that like to be a 14. I always grab a 13 first. Metric. Okay, that's me cussing in sign language. Don't get the metric stuff. Jesus. Drag all this over here. Freaking metric stuff. Okay. Help me make it through the night. Oh, let's see. Yeah, that side's already come out. Just like yonder. Just like yonder. I'm going to pull this out. I'm going to hope that just rides right over that rivet, just like yo mama. Okay. Just gonna drive it out. What's the worst I could do? Ruin a $9,000 chain? More like $90 maybe. I don't remember. Oh, whoa. I'm gonna need another metric wrench probably. size is that? Some kind of weird ass. How'd I get that on the first try? Oh my gosh. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, we are resetting. We're moving to the vise. It helped you secure the device, Rick. I know it, man. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Oh yeah, drive that chain out there. Tell me you like it. I like it. Oh yeah. Get you some of that. Come on. I'll tell you, it's just been one of those days, man. Nothing has been simple on working on this bike. Oh, that felt good. Feels like it's out. Oh, Jesus. Is it that simple? It should be with this tool. If you knew what I paid for this tool, this SOB ought to do it itself. You ought to just point it at it and the chain ought to just fall apart. And that ain't no lie. Well, if I was back in high school, I'd say, that ain't no duh. Guess I'm showing my age. Everybody else remember saying that? That ain't no duh. What did that even mean? I didn't know what that meant. All right. And we'll lay it over here. Okay. We're going to reposition. Get out of there. Come on, baby. There you go. Oh, yeah. Tell me all about it, baby. Okay, so now I'm just going to lay this around sideways like this. Oh, no. They don't go together. Yes, they do. Oh yeah, tell me about it. That's okay, it'll limber up. I think I can go just like this. Oh yeah. Okay, what I'm doing is, if you can see, I'm right on the outside edge, and I'm getting on the very top of this little pin, and I'm just going to drive it on. Squeeze it on. Oh yeah, see it's on. Get on the other side, and just the top, and make sure, yeah, it's on. That's all there is to it, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, there it goes. Yeah, it just needed a little force. That's all it needed, a little force. Not like the force is with you. It just needed a little force behind you. There's the chain. Let's put it on. God, that means I gotta pull that shaft out again. Okay, let's do it. You guys went ahead and let me put this son of a buck together. And I needed to have it around the transmission sprocket. Now, why didn't you speak up and say something? Oh, now I gotta tear it apart. Okay, I'm putting it back together. No problem. You know, God, I'm sure y'all can certainly tell. Like I said before, this has not been my day. There is no way I should have missed that. You know, it's just been one of those days for me. I apologize. But you know, it shows we're all human. We all get in a hurry. We all get excited. We all make mistakes. Just slow down, take your time. But this bike has been giving me all kinds of crap today. It's been arguing with me, you know, messing around with me. I've had about enough of it today. I still love it though, just like your children, you know what I'm saying? They can gripe, they can holler, they can moan and whine and bitch. Still love them nonetheless. I will be glad when this chain's done because I've had about enough of this thing. Ow. Now that hurt. Just drove a piece of metal down in my finger. About the size of the Empire State Building. Thought it would be easy to do it on this shaft like this. Why wouldn't it just slide right on there? Am I bleeding? Son of a bitch, look at that. I told you, it's been one of these days. Oh my goodness. This chain is not going to get the best of me tonight. Now, camera a little bit. I think y'all are missing the crap show over here. Most of it anyway. I hope so. I apologize. I'm really doing a show tonight. All right. Damn. Okay, I'm not real sure. My phone just shut off because it said I didn't have any memory, but I don't know if y'all got the last video or not, if it deleted, but I just cut my thumb. I hope the video didn't even show, so I won't even put it in the next video. I'm really ashamed of it. But anyway, trying to get this on here. I just really want to get this done tonight because this bike is really giving me fits today. Nothing has gone right on it. I don't know what I've done to piss it off, but man, I'm telling you, she's upset. Blood all over the damn thing. What in the world? All right, I'm gonna try something else. Just stay right there. Don't cut my zip tie. I just can't get this tight enough to, there it goes. I got it. Okay, now this part is done. I'm really pleased because we're going to be able to start working on the fenders, or the rear fender at least, getting it, you know, in place, how I want it, staging all that, positioning it. And that's an exciting part for me. I'm really going to, I hope I enjoy that part of it. I enjoy all of it, don't get me wrong, but that's just a section that I've really been waiting for. I told y'all this bike's been arguing with me all day. Seems like the simplest things right now are just not being friendly. Y'all gonna be watching this video. It's gonna be a comedy of errors today, but that's all part of working on things, because we're not all perfect, right? Look at that. All right, it's been a long day. I finally got everything to the point that I wanted to. Now that's a good stopping point. You know, the next time we'll be working on the fender, all the brackets associated with that. Maybe we'll get to the battery box. I can't promise anything I don't know how long this fender is going to take me to get it aligned. I think I've got a really cool idea for the sissy bar. I'm going to leave a little snippet at the end of the video for you, just give you a little teaser about it, and see what y'all think. I don't know if you're going to like it or not, but I haven't decided I'm going to do it for sure or not, but the picture at the end of the video has got something to do with the sissy bar, so we'll see if you like it. Let me know in your comments whether you like it or not. But anyway, hey, I love you guys. God bless you. I'm going to ramble on if I don't just say goodbye. Take it easy. We'll see you the next time.